Hi fellow crafters, welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Terry from nutsaboutsstamping.com. Last week I showed you a beautiful card idea using the Changing Leaves bundle. And during that video I gave you a hint that you could use the die cut cardstock on another project. Well, today I want to show you how to use that mask to create another beautiful card idea. Would you like to see it? In case you missed last week's video, here's the Changing Leaves bundle. It includes the Changing Leaves stamp set and the Changing Leaves hybrid embossing folder and the coordinating dies. What's really cool about the dies is they coordinate not only with the stamp set, but also with the embossing folder. Now the stamp set, I think, is a must-have for any paper crafter who loves spring, summer, and fall project ideas. The set features a variety of intricate leaf designs from delicate veins to bold and graphic shapes. The coordinating dies makes cutting out these gorgeous leaves a breeze, allowing you to add dimension and texture to your projects effortlessly. Now, in last week's video, I was left with this mask, and I'm going to show you how to use it to create another beautiful card idea. So let's get started. Now, the first thing I want to do is take this piece of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to go over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to emboss it using the Changing Leaves hybrid embossing folder. Back in a moment. Oh, look at that. It's just so yummy. I swear this is my favorite bundle ever. Now, what I want to do is I want to take what I created last week and I want to lay it down on top of the basic white cardstock that I just embossed. So this is going to become a mask. Unfortunately, what's going to happen is that the leaves that I have left over are going to get a little muddy, and that's okay. You might want to do this differently by cutting these out or covering them up with sticky notes so that you can use them on future projects. I'm not going to be too worried about that. So what I want to do is I want to take my blending brushes, and as you can see, I've got a piece of scrap grid paper here, and I've got my wild wheat ink, and I'm going to use my blending brush, and I'm going to hold this down, and I'm just going to add a little bit of wild wheat to the tips of my leaves. I went in just a little bit on some of the leaves, and some of them I just sort of kept the wild wheat more to the tip of the leaves. Now I want to bring in Mossy Meadow, and I have another blending brush, and I'm going to add some Mossy Meadow on the same leaves as well. Okay, it's coming along nicely. I also did the stems, and when I was doing this, I realized that part of the die cut actually fell off from my mask. So it's gonna make my project look a little different than what I wanted. That's okay. I'll show you that in a minute, and I'll show you how we're gonna fix it. And then the final color I'm going to use is copper clay. And I'm just gonna put a little touch of copper clay onto these leaves as well. All right, are you ready to see what it looks like? Ta-da! Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Here's the little piece that I realized had fallen off, but you know, it actually doesn't look that bad, and nobody's going to be that particular that they're even going to bother pointing that out. What really is a standout feature on this card are the leaves that we've colored in comparison to the leaves that we did not color. And what we're going to do now is use this as a layer on today's card. So what I need to do first is take my paper trimmer and I need to trim it down a little bit so that it's going to fit as a layer. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Now what I want to do is create a phrase for the front of my card, and I'm going to use my copper clay ink and the phrase that says, "A little note to brighten your day." And there's this corresponding die in the die pack, so I'm now going to die cut my phrase out. Back in a moment. My card base is going to be basic white, and I'm going to adhere a layer of mossy meadow to it, and that'll pull in the color from the color combination that I've used for this card idea. And now I want to adhere this beautiful layer that we just created. And now I'm going to take my phrase and I'm going to adhere that down as well, and I'm going to adhere it right in the middle of my card, just like that. It's okay to cover up some of the leaves. The majority of them you can see, and it's not really going to take that much away from what we've already created. For one of my embellishments, I'm going to use some of the 2023-25 in color jute trim, and I've already created a bow using the wild wheat. To me, it's like a thicker baker's twine, and I'm going to adhere this bow down using a mini glue dot. And then the final touch are these iridescent faceted gems. I'm going to use 3 of them on my card, and then I'll show you what the final product looks like. And before I show you the final product, I just want to go back to the mask, and you can see that I really didn't muddy it up as much as I thought I was going to, and I can still use some of these leaves on other projects should I want to. But for today, here is the final product for today's project. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? So quick and easy to make. You can make a bunch of these in a sitting and then tuck them away for an occasion that you need. If you want a complete list of the supplies that I used and the ordering numbers for all of the products, I will link to my blog article in the description box under this video. You can head over to my blog and get all the information you need. I'm Terri. I am nuts about stamping. I'll see you at the next video. Bye for now.